Warning, this podcast is not performed by a professional and therefore should not be taken serious unless you want these hands. This podcast contains mild language, several sensitive topics, and some off-the-wall comments. So please, for your safety and protection of your sanity, don't try this at home.
Are you ready?
Surprise, motherfucker.
So I was up in Kroger throwing everything, throwing in the bag.
Just for the power to go out.
Yeah. Just
shit's
for the
wild.
power to go out. But it's closed, so hopefully they'll get it back on. I ain't opened the refrigerator yet.
Well, to be completely honest, I miss John.
Facts.
Like, alright, it feels like we already don't do these consistently anymore, which,
Yeah.
like, you know, it is more on me. I try to, you know, get that straight, but at some point today I will get all back together, I guess. But, I don't know. I mean, I want to be more consistent. I just need more, like, guests. Because I was on a roll for a hot minute, just like we had our, like, show every week, but I was still, like, interviewing people after, you know, people. But I need more, like, interesting guests.
What do you want to talk about? I guess that's the thing.
I think my next guest is about to be an OnlyFans. Somebody with the OnlyFans.
She'll do it.
Oh, man. What the?
She'll do it.
Man, now, I said all this about name dropping.
Oh, I didn't know we was recording.
I can...
My
You
bad.
didn't notice how the tone kind of changed?
I mean, I did, but I was like, he
I
really
didn't
say
sound all
that.
dead anymore.
He was like, okay, my bad.
I could... Look, well, like, I don't know how I would approach that.
Yeah, we don't have to go into detail because all this gotta get cut out.
I have $20 to anybody that could find me a woman that does OnlyFans actively, and she has to be making like actual money from it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be up on there just embarrassing your damn self. You know what I'm saying? But, and obviously not my ex, but
Not OnlyFans.
well, that's another.
Yeah.
I got $20 for anybody who can find me someone that is willing to do an interview. Somebody gonna take it. Somebody gonna come on.
I gave you the person.
You
Yeah,
gave
give me the $20.
But I am not going to approach that. I would need somebody else to ask, first of all, just because, like, you don't want some random dude just being like, hey, I've seen that you was an entrepreneur. You know? Like, how do you approach that? How do you approach that?
Be like, listen, I had this podcast. I'm trying to do interesting guests. You know, we got this many views, da 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 da. This could be a great way to promote. Yo, ish.
Could you date someone with an OnlyFans?
No.
I did it. I tried. Well, by the time we had gotten together, for what I know, it was gone. You know, but like, that is a thought that you think about all the time.
I'm thinking about getting an OnlyFans and just post my feet.
Watching porn was so different for me because it was just like, bro, what if I click this next thing and it's just, you know, you just never know. It's like, once you tell me that, that's the reason why niggas don't take women serious after they do OnlyFans. You know, like, don't be on Facebook trying to promote your body and stuff. Like, bro, we've seen you in person. You know, like, we don't really care to see what you look like naked. And if that's the case, then, you know, no, I'm not about to pay to see you naked. I don't know. I mean, I did it. I made it work.
For the most part, the people around here probably already didn't have.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like, all right, you literally gave it up to half of the city already as it is, and you think that people are willing
Gonna pay?
to pay. Yeah. And I'm not putting anybody who has their own OnlyFans down. I just thought, like, you know, like when that shit started booming back during COVID, and I mean, every woman was making an OnlyFans and, you know, expressing their reasons as to why. All right, just make it and, you know, chill out on that. But I did not think that it was gonna make this much of noise, I guess. Like 2 years.
I didn't think it was gonna still be around either until I seen
like, what type of if that's the profession that you're gonna go after, become like a bottle girl or something to where, you know, like you're actually making money, you're actually, you know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, all that shit really is just like you trying to beg people to buy pictures of you naked.
No, some videos out there.
Well, yeah, videos too, I'm pretty sure. But I'm just saying, essentially, that's all that it is.
Yeah.
Is, you know, looking at this person naked. No. Sex is amazing, though. Sex was
Great.
amazing.
No, not that.
I'm talking about
I'm saying sex in general.
with my ex-fling that had one.
Yeah.
But, anyways, let's go into something else. How was your 4th of July weekend?
I worked. I'm a hustler.
Why?
Because I got something to have.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get a heat pump in the house. Trying to remodel this bathroom. We just finished the living room. And so, yeah. July 4th, Monday I worked. What did I do over the weekend? Nothing. Worked. I worked Friday and Saturday and chilled out on Sunday. And went to work back on Wednesday.
This weekend was probably the wildest weekends that I've
It
had.
was a fun weekend. It was your mom's birthday. It was July 4th.
It was, yeah, but alright, so look. So Friday night, Friday I went to work, you know, just make some extra tip money and, you know, that was that. Oh yeah, by the way, I work at a Mexican restaurant now.
You told me.
I'm a server. Yeah.
Shout out to Tariq.
They love the niggas. I don't know what it is. They just, you know, love us. But, alright, so went Friday morning, you know, did that all the way up until like maybe 5, 6 in the afternoon or in the evening. Came back here and immediately just started getting lit. For no reason. Just because, alright, I knew that
When was
my
it?
sister,
Friday.
this was, yeah, so like, I mean, just going into the 4th, you know, so of course it's a Friday already as it is, so I know everybody getting lit, you know. Tyresha Monte, she was here, or they was here, and Mama's friends came here. So the more people I saw, the more drinks you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to be the life of the party. Well, eventually I started DJing. I personally think that I did absolutely terrible because halfway through, I realized like all of these transitions are so messed up, and it's because I'm drunk. Like, I'm this drunk. I was hoping at like 10 o'clock that somebody was going to, like, you know, one of the old heads was just going to be like, all right, you know, like, it's time to wrap it on up. You know? Bro, they partied and kept going and kept going and kept going. But they can handle their, you know, liquor, obviously. They had years of
experience.
Dude, I fell asleep in the bathroom floor. Mama had to come in there and wake me up, bro.
What'd she say?
She didn't say nothing. She was just like, are you alright? Yeah. And she walked me into the bedroom.
I'm surprised she ain't fussed. Alright.
Oh, no. In that moment, no. Well, I mean, here's the thing. I saw her kind of like unwinding, you know. That's like the first time we never saw that. So, of course, I was just drinking.
That was fun.
Every single time I saw her, just drank some more, you know. And I mean, overall, it was a really fun night. She had the time of her life. She needed that. So I was just like, you know, just keep getting lit. Keep getting lit. Saturday, I went to work again. And this is the night that I low-key regret. Because I went to this party. One, I should have just brought my ass home. Should have just brought my ass home because it was almost a fight.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, it's 2 white girls. It was,
Oh, I thought you meant with you.
No. Hell no. I'm too old for that shit. I got too much.
Right.
Like, the reason why I shouldn't have been there is just because, like, say if something would have happened where my name would have been, like, tied to, you know, just something, I don't know how I would have lived that down.
Yeah.
I really don't, you know. Not only that, though, but just, like, overall, it was just a wild night because, all right, I saw 2 chicks almost get into a fight, which, like, there was like 2 punches thrown.
Where was you in?
Roanoke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was like 2 punches thrown. And what is it about when women fight? Like, all right, say if 2 niggas fight and, you know, just 2 punches get thrown, unless you get dropped, you know, if it gets broken up, then it's kind of just like, all right, y'all gonna have to settle this at some point later on. What is it about when women fight? It's like, no matter what happens, you have to talk and you have to brag and you have to find something to say just after the fact. You know,
maybe because
you have to keep
women
going
don't
with
fight that often. So it's like,
I mean, I understand that. But
I don't know. I'm just throwing something out there. I don't know. But so
Have you
they
ever
were
been in a
still
fight?
running down. Not like a real fight. Not with, girls.
Damn.
Yeah. I ran my mouth.
Yeah.
You know that. So you
You
know I'm
always
gonna do
somewhere
that.
talking shit.
Yep.
But how do you know if you can fight? Do you feel like you can fight?
Yeah, I feel like I can fight. I think I always felt like I can fight. I feel like my mouth is so reckless when I get upset. Now I'm not saying just in regular, but my mouth is so reckless when I get upset that nobody tries to fight. Like I've not had one person that want to fight. Like I went up to
But
a
what
girl.
about when you meet that person that just says, you know what? I'm gonna test your gangster. I'm gonna test your gangster. I just want to see.
I don't know. But I'm not like that anymore. Like I'm thinking about school days, like high school. I'm just like whatever.
I don't know, bro. You was like the night that we was all at the bar. You was like yelling at kind of like the wrong.
You
people.
keep saying this.
You was though.
However, no.
I was dying laughing.
No.
These girls just try to walk into the bar, have the time of their life, and you over here like, what? Who
No, I
said
said,
something?
I said, is that one of them over there? That's
And
all
then
I asked.
because like you said
That's all I
somebody
asked.
said something.
People, this is all I asked.
Because you said, oh, somebody said something.
Because
They
somebody was
talking.
upset with Ty. Ty was upset.
Bro, these people were so far away
Okay,
from
y'all,
the situation.
it was not like I was sober. Let's put that out there.
But these people were so far away from the situation. It was just one of those like, oh, was it one of them over there? And we all looked. Bro, when we all
Because I
looked.
was trying to figure out who it was. Y'all, next.
We seen-
Tyree about to throw me under the bus.
Bro, we seen the group of girls, and me and my brother was just like, yo, they look so innocent.
But Ty like, no, it ain't nothing to do. It ain't nothing to do. Anyway, whatever.
But okay, you really do like feel like you, no matter what size she is,
No, if she big, I probably would lose. Like, I'm gonna be real with myself. I'm not about to be out here like I can fight anybody. I'm not gonna say that.
Well, maybe you should stop talking.
No.
But all right, going back to the weekend. All right, going back to that Saturday night.
Okay.
Bruh, it was so weird just because, like, all right, that fight happened. Niggas was about to get to shooting, of course. Typical, just whatever. I fell off of a fucking porch. Yeah.
If y'all don't know, my face was like, huh?
Like, all right, so one side of the porch had like a rail on it. The other side didn't. And so I was obviously drunk as a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was kind of towards the end of the night anyways. So I leaned back thinking that there was a rail. And I like leaned back too far. And I mean, the steps were like pretty wet. Like, it was raining. So like.
Did you hurt yourself?
I didn't hurt myself, but bro, I fell back. I mean, like full-fledged, like my body flipped over. It was bad.
Nah.
It was bad. It was fucking
Lord have
terrible.
mercy.
And then I had to sleep on my friend's couch. Woke up Sunday, went to wrestling practice, obviously. Can't miss that shit. That was cool and all. Came back, and my mom wanted us to come to some, cookout. Mm-hmm. Remember, it was her birthday weekend, so, people not celebrating 4th, but, doing typical nigga shit on the 4th.
Yeah.
So, it was like that and my mom's birthday, like, kind of like deal. Bruh, I was so drunk even in that. Dog, I had to fall asleep on the couch at, like, the crib we was at. And just woke up Monday morning feeling like pure ass. Because I went through this
You
whole
gotta slow
cycle.
down, Tyree.
I do. No, but that Saturday night, though, I was literally watching these motherfuckers about to get into a fight. And I was just like, I really shouldn't be here right now. Like, of all the nights that I could have, like, been that messed up,
Yeah.
I should have been able to just get my ass in my car and just go the fuck home.
Yeah, that's true.
But it was the 4th of July weekend, and I wasn't trying
turn
to.
up.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to risk that. Because the niggas, cops be out.
Oh, for sure.
And they love that shit.
DUI, seatbelt, they'll get you for anything on the 4th.
And, a DUI is probably the most embarrassing thing you can get.
Why?
The most embarrassing offense?
Yeah, why? I think it's What is it? Sex in public. I think that's embarrassing.
I mean,
yeah, it is. Think about if I had to go out there for saying sex in public. They're gonna be like, "What the world?" That's embarrassing.
Like, I'm pretty sure they probably look at like the people who did it too, because if it's like, you know, I'm sorry, but if it's a bad bitch, you know what I'm saying? All right, you probably just got caught in the wrong situation. You know, I'm not saying that. I mean, I have had sex in public plenty of times.
Facts. That's what I'm saying. So, like, if I got caught and then I was like, oh, like, think about me in court. Talk about some. Oh, you got it. I don't know what the actual offense is called. Yeah, like I would say, no, it wasn't me.
Yeah. I mean, it's easy to be drunk in public, but.
Yeah. To have sex, that's a lot.
That is wild.
Yeah, that's wild.
I mean, shit, some, like, alright, but a DUI though, that's like, alright, that's all on you, and you had that fucking choice. And maybe it's more of just like how they make you feel when you actually like get there.
Yeah.
Because it ain't like a simple traffic stop or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, they make you feel like shit. The judge makes you feel like shit. Like,
yeah.
Bro, I was 0.1 away from having to do 30 days. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, in Virginia, there's a law where if you blow, I think like 0.15 or something like that, then you have to do 30 days. Like, that's automatic. And I didn't know that until like my court appointed had told me, and I was just like, oh shit. She was like, so you got lucky because they have to give you 2 breathalyzers. The first one I blew a 0.18, which scared the shit out of me. So it was cold outside, and obviously, like, I realized now, all right, I'm in fucking trouble. So I started sobering up, you know. Then he gave me another one. I blew a 0.14, and that's what saved me. But even then, bro, I was trying my hardest to just ask, like, bro, can you just like let me call somebody right quick just to come get me? He was just like, yeah, nah, I wish I could. I was like, yo, you could, bitch, let me go.
Definitely could.
Nah, but they. Especially riding through Franklin County.
Yeah.
I mean,
definitely
like,
not gonna get, yeah.
Any city that's...
I was driving too slow, and they stopped me in Franklin County. They said, you're driving too slow, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I just came back from school. I had to cover it up.
I mean, shit. I get nervous driving through Boone's Mill.
Yeah. I mean,
the whole city is just like Trump.
Right,
Trump,
that's
like,
what I'm saying. It's like scary. It's like a black man's worst nightmares.
For real, though. No, for real, though. But... anyways.
Shoot, a black person in general.
So, like, alright, what do you think about, like, people talking about, like, not celebrating the 4th? Like, why is that a big thing now, as opposed to...
I think it's just become, more enlightened, like, about all the stuff that's happened in America right now. Like, think about it. Women can't get abortions, not even if they're medically needed. They can't get abortions. Like, it's the baby, basically. It's like, forget you.
Do they have like a
so I think,
so like, what happens if you get an abortion? Is there like a
well, you can get an abortion in Virginia and North Carolina. I think you can get an abortion the first trimester and the second trimester, but once it comes to the third trimester, you can't. Which is better than some states where they say just no, you can't have it. It's illegal. So think about if I'm in my third trimester and I hemorrhage. Yeah. Meaning like I'm bleeding.
I was about to say I didn't know what it
is. Like basically I'm bleeding and I can't control that I'm bleeding. They're not gonna take the baby out of me because it's considered an abortion. Even though I need it to save my life.
That's wild.
That's wild. So women don't have rights now. So that's number one. I mean, recently, like as the enlightenment, that's number one reason why I think people boycott July 4th. And then the second reason is because they killing us. It just happened that Jalen, I don't know his last name, he got killed. He got shot 80 times by 6 police officers. Just because he ran.
80 times, that's a lot. Like, the bullets actually hit him, or they sent 80 shots? Oh, damn.
So when he was running, they shot him 80 times. 6 police officers in total shot him 80 times. Like,
that's fucking wild, bro.
But then people like, I don't know, the person that shot up the grocery store and killed all the black people, he gets to walk away without anything happen to him.
Did you see where like the shooting happened in what, Philly? I believe at the well, like of course it was like some 4th of July shit.
Yeah.
But it was at some parade. It was either in Philly or Chicago. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was in one of those.
But either way, what I'm saying is like that's why people boycott, because it's not the land of the free. Like, we're in bondage. Like, this is like, I've heard a nurse say they're doing better treating COVID in a third world country than they are in America. And I feel like that's crazy. All the technology, all this, but it's just because they're getting finances off of it. I work in the healthcare system. They get finance. Like, if a person dies of a heart attack, they're gonna say they died of COVID like 2 years ago. Let's say it's 2 years ago or 1 year ago. They're gonna say it's COVID, so they can get an extra.
Now this
whatever.
is not to downplay COVID, because I had that shit and it fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's not to downplay it at all. But what I'm saying is, people, if they didn't really die of COVID, they're saying they died of COVID to get the extra money. I mean, I witness the illegal stuff in healthcare every day.
Damn. Talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's get fired.
Right. Nah. I got the screenshots though. It could be Harrison Health and Rehab. But yeah, it's just crazy. I don't know. America is crazy. And to think about how, like, we were so excited to see the fireworks when we were younger. We were so this to see this. And then when you grow up, it's like, dang, the world sucks.
I'm seeing, like, all the country people and different white people that I know, like, posting all this, freedom and all this other shit. And it's just like, all right.
It's free to them.
Yeah.
It's free to the people that they want it to be free. It's not free to women.
Like, it's nothing
free to black
to
people. No.
my white friends, but just like, I was kind of.
Just in general.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
That shit's wild. Just the fact though that like that is kind of where America is. Like, that's the hot topic, is abortion rights.
Yeah.
Like,
and they went, I mean,
the very thing
that was 1920, I don't know, whatever, when women got rights.
You know what's crazy?
Now they taking it back.
What was it, Roe versus Wade?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what the hell that was.
Yeah.
I've always heard of it, but just...
That means they about to start taking away Plan Bs. I mean, it's just not abortion. They about to start taking away Plan Bs, birth control, all of that. Like, it's...
Plan B.
Yeah, it's not... It just doesn't end with abortion. It's more to come, and I'm not looking forward to that. Being a woman that is in childbearing age, like...
Yeah.
That's scary.
It is scary.
That my husband can't choose between the kid or me. Like, he has to have the kid. Not to say that that's a bad thing, but we can try again for another kid. He can't get another me.
Well, yeah, you are in a lot different of a situation than a lot of people. Like, you're actually engaged. And,
yeah, it's scary.
So.
I was just talking to him about that the other day. Like, they had to get something signed so the doctor wouldn't get in trouble or lose his license. As soon as that passed, I think a couple people hemorrhaged. They was talking about it on the news, and it's just...
I just don't understand. Of all the things that we should...
What's going on in the world?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's just a scary time. It's a scary time for women. It's a scary time for black people. It's definitely a scary time for black women. The minority of the minority. Women are minorities. Black people are minorities. Black women are the bottom of the barrel.
So do you feel like a lot of, even just like how everything is kind of turned into a joke at some point? Like, I did see on Facebook, it was like, by next week, y'all about to be having abortions by Keisha or something like that. Just,
I've seen that.
Some
and it's still
shit.
Funny, but however, it's like, bro,
that's a very sensitive
it's
topic.
crazy.
There's some stuff you really
and I think it's like, you have to joke about it to be okay about it. And I feel like that's what life.
But
we can be going through the shittiest situations, but we will make a joke out of it to
the
cope.
government also knows that it's just going to get turned into a joke.
Yeah.
Like, nobody... The reason why nobody has time to really take anything serious is because there's always going to be a joke about it, and there's always going to be someone with the opinion of, oh, it's not that serious.
No,
There was a guy on my Snapchat who just was going off on all these women who were, kind of like making a big deal about like the whole, thing getting overturned. And it was kind of like, all right, his next Snapchat was like him talking about like, oh, everybody's getting on my case now. What do you expect? You know? But when you put your opinion out there, somebody
It's gonna have a different opinion than you.
Yeah, someone has to go off about like how, oh, I feel like this, you know, and oh, I guess that.
So that's the thing of
canceled.
free speech, but then it's like free speech even ain't free to the black.
Some free
So
speech
it's
doesn't
just
mean that it's not ignorant. If that makes sense.
I agree, but no, I'm saying even the free speech that makes sense is not free to the black person in general. I feel like that's true. So it's like,
well, I mean, you remember when even all that George Floyd stuff was going on. I remember I got back on at the country bar that I was DJing at, and just every fucking weekend, dude, somebody would have to say something about like, oh, what you think about everything going on right now? Bitch, what you think I think about it? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything that you don't think about it, probably. Right. You know, like, and it's like, alright, you don't have to come up and like ask that. You could easily just been like, yo, what's up, man?
Yeah.
You know, shit's crazy in the news today. Alright, I don't know what side you sitting on now, you know, so like, that's whatever. But don't come up like asking me my opinion. And it's almost as if you're like picking a battle. Yeah. That you really don't even have to choose. So many people today are so confident in picking these battles that they don't even, you're not even like
have to fight.
You don't have to fight, you know, because that's all that it's going to turn into is a fight. Nobody, it's not the fact that nobody cares about your opinion, it's the fact that nobody feels the way that you do. So, and if anybody does, okay, talk to them about it.
Yeah,
you know, talk to your collective.
But see, that's the point, that's the problem with the world.
That's the problem with social media.
I mean, that's the problem with the world. Like, why would I talk to somebody that disagree with my, I mean, I'm saying closed-minded people. Like, let's just put it in the frame. Like, if we had a talk about sports and I would pick one side, you pick the other side, we can debate.
Ooh, that burp sting.
But like me, you can be cool afterwards.
Right.
But not politics. Like, I can have an opinion and you can have an opinion. I can see your side, but we're not gonna agree, and I feel like that's the issue. Nobody can come through to agree to disagree when it comes to politics. People always want to fight rather than just, okay, I see your side. Okay, do you see my side? Okay, maybe that's why the laws aren't changing. Maybe that's why everything's going in reverse, because nobody's willing to hear the other person's point of view.
Just think about when it's our generation who's like the people in Congress, the people, you know, like, and
it's still some buttholes. Like, I don't know if it'll change. And who is running the government? The government ain't running the government. Like, that's another thing. I'm a conspiracy type of girl.
So who do you think is running the government?
The people with the money.
Which is what,
if you look at, I mean, shit.
High-end white people, I'm guessing.
Yeah, like
okay. The people with the money.
If you know the Roths, they're one of the richest people in the world. I believe, you know, the stuff you see on like shows. Like, that this person is saying this person is somebody's ear because they're controlling this part and they could kill them and this, and the third. People's views are swayed by that. I do believe that it's so much bad in the world that people are persuaded, even though people are persuaded to believe the group decision rather than to believe what they believe because of being scared of murder.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't even think it's being like so much as brainwashed now. I think it's more so a lot of people live in fear and a lot of people love money.
Yeah.
So like,
if I'm giving you money and I'm not killing you,
I mean,
you gonna do what I'm gonna do. What I'm saying.
Brainwash somebody. However, I feel like a lot of people have their own opinions now. It's just a fact of, all right,
you gonna be brave enough.
Are you gonna be brave enough? And if you are gonna be brave enough, I have to wait till the right time to do it. Mm-hmm. You know, who was the one dude? His wife or fiance, whatever her name was, like Ghislaine Maxwell or something like that. She just got like put in jail, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Fuck. I would have to look it up. Actually.
But yeah, on another thing, think about all the cancer people. Everybody that said they had a cure for cancer ended up dying. You know why?
Why is that?
Because cancer makes one of the top money. To treat cancer, it takes so much to... People have to pay so much.
Jeffrey Epstein. That's who it is. Alright, so like, that was a man with all this money, you know, like, had all these people, you know, sent off to islands and, you know, whatnot, did them dirty, raped a whole bunch of women. And,
I've seen it. And they just got in jail with connection to Trump.
And connection to Trump. So you think about all that money and all that power. You think about how was when it came out that all this shit happened. For somebody who even started, even like spilling the beans, how was it not the right time?
Yeah.
You think like, all right, in the middle of COVID, ain't nobody doing shit. This is the only time that people are really gonna pay attention to this. And like all the R. Kelly shit started like blowing up, right before COVID. I mean, just
I don't know.
It's all about perfect timing.
Like I was saying, just like the cancer, everybody that has got the cure for cancer has somewhat got killed somehow. Car accident, something crazy. Why is that? Because cancer makes the most money.
Who is it, Dr. Sebi?
Yeah, Dr. Sebi. I mean, not even him. It's been some Hispanics, it's been some white people, it's been some white people that said they had a cure for cancer and it has not been released to the news because, or they have not lived to release it to the news because it makes the most money in healthcare. It makes the most. They're not gonna find a cure for cancer because that's what keeps the dollars rolling in. That's how people can go to therapy. That's how people can get chemo. It's all about the money.
That's why I hate seeing like all these like commercials like Cancer Treatment Centers of America. What's the one for kids?
Yeah, St. Jude's.
St. Jude's, yeah. All right, I understand. The reason why people go there. The reason, I'm not gonna put that down at all.
Yeah, I'm not putting down the people that go there, right? But I'm putting down that it's been. If you look it up, it was like a whole little list on social media.
In a world or in a country where we're supposed to be the best
in healthcare,
we're supposed to, and everything should be easy. If you can make it easier, and if there's been tests for other shit that can make it easier. Why do we still have all these, not commercials, I'm not,
AIDS.
It's not about,
You think people ain't got the cure for AIDS?
Man.
AIDS make the most money. Cancer make the most money. You think they ain't got the cure for AIDS? Are you crazy? Dr. Sebi said he has cured AIDS. As soon as he released that, he was old. He been living for forever, and then all of a sudden he died. He said he got the cure for AIDS and got the cure for cancer, and they killed him. It's nothing in my mind that don't make me say that he just died.
Or like the old videos, like where they would show like the kids in Africa. Why would you do that?
That's what I said. The most money you spent on making this commercial, you could have gave to them to eat.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Is like, all right, y'all spend so much time talking about America being the greatest country in the world, and all this other shit. So if we're so much in debt, who the fuck do we owe money to? Because they probably the powerhouse. You know what I'm saying? China, yeah.
Is the
powerhouse. Because them motherfuckers smart.
China is the powerhouse.
And they know how to stick together. We have too many people who are living in slave days and times like, so long ago.
And I feel like they bring race up to distract from what's really going on.
Oh, yeah. But
that's always going to be the case.
We're dealing with the grandkids of, the Grand Wizards and the people who was just like, oh, get the fuck off my block. The people who have seen, like a black kid get sprayed with a hose. But
I would hope. What point does it switch?
Who knows?
That's the scary part. What part is? I don't want to raise kids in this world. I want to have kids, but I don't want to raise them in this.
No, facts. That's
when does it switch? Has it gotten better? I'd say somewhat. But then somebody just posted on there, return to Plessy versus Ferguson. That's with race being separated in the school system. Do that. Do this about race.
Well, that would not work out in the black community.
Now return. Now, like, they overturn them. Overturn Plessy versus Ferguson. Overturn this. Overturn that. So it's not just Roe versus Wade. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if 20, 30 years down the line, our kids can't go to school with white folks. Like, it wouldn't surprise me.
Alright. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. But,
it wouldn't surprise me, though.
White people are crazy.
Yeah.
It would probably be, like, more violence, in the black schools, I guess. Like, more fights starting and shit like that. But white people, they'll actually shoot the whole damn school up, And they just don't give a fuck.
But then think about the kids that don't care.
Oh yeah, facts.
They don't care about black people. They like, okay.
A lot of black people really,
we friends? We friends.
Black people aren't, black kids at least aren't that fucking crazy. You know, like you might get crazy.
No. I'm saying like, think about the kids that don't care about race.
Oh,
why can't I be friends with this person? Why can't I do this? Why can't they don't care? They don't. They don't think about it like that.
I feel like race will always be the most sensitive topic of any topic. You know, like
in America, well, anywhere.
I mean, I feel like this. It goes race, women's rights, everything else after that. Yeah. It has to. Just in the world that we live in today, it just
right now, yeah.
Yeah. As far as like being the most sensitive.
Yeah.
Because you can't necessarily see like a white person like joke about, you know, black people be doing this, or at least like you can't see them keep doing it. You know, like same with white people saying the N-word, but we can make stupid jokes on Facebook about next week y'all gonna have wigs by Keisha. What type of, you know, like where is the line at? You feel me? So let me ask you.
I just think it's a coping mechanism.
Probably is. Let me ask you this: after talking about all that, why do black women care so much about black men being with white women?
Whew, that's a loaded question.
That's a simple question.
It's loaded. It's a loaded question.
Let me see. My bad, my drawer. Show me.
You good? I gotta use the bathroom. Alright, let me use the bathroom and we'll finish this. Hold on. Alright.
Are you done?
Yes.
Alright, so commercial break over with. Back to my question. Why do black women care so much about black men dating white women?
I feel that it's always the trauma for black women that we're not enough.
I mean...
Or we're angry, or we're this, or we're that. We can never be just good enough for the black man. And that's... To know what the black man has to go through and to honestly walk through that with him in some cases, whether it be your brother, your son, your husband, whatever, to walk through like that, the life of being a black man, which is hard. Being a black woman is even harder. And then to see you pick somebody superior that don't understand the struggle, don't understand the issues that you go through. Like, and then to feel like it's not good enough.
Ain't nothing wrong with a white woman now.
I'm not saying that. No. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying like that constant feeling of being picked over.
I mean, yeah.
Somebody else. Because it's less likely that a white man is going to pick us or talk to us.
I know
or,
a lot of white men who. Like,
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying is you find less of it.
Right.
Any black man I could pick from a hat and they would date a white woman.
So
not any white man.
But I feel like most of that is more of like, okay, over time, black men just like, I mean, you kind of are just attracted to, you know, if that's a beautiful woman over there,
Yeah.
you know, then that's just a beautiful woman, you know. With a lot of black women, they don't go after white men, you know, like, I mean, and then the ones that you do see is kind of just like, oh, you know, girl, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that's what y'all be thinking. Because even, like, for a black man to, like, alright, I used to work with this girl. And she was real pretty. Like, the only thing that ever kept me from actually trying to get her number was the fact that she used to make it known that she just liked white men. And it's just like, that right there is already, like...
But think about it, the whole black women, whatever, if
was into white men.
Yeah. You would feel like, dang, like...
I mean, yeah.
I'm not good enough. Like, what?
Yeah, that is true. So you telling me you ain't never seen a white man...
Yeah, I have.
Okay, so like... I mean, I understand, you know, what you're getting at, you know? But... I don't know.
I mean, I've seen white men and I be like... They into black women.
Right.
And then it's that certain swag that they carry that make them attractive.
Mm-hmm.
Because they into black women.
I'll cut that part out.
What?
Just in case Chris ever watches it.
No! It's fine, but he would say the same. He didn't date some white girls, but...
I bet you hate that shit, don't you?
Yeah.
What? They didn't do nothing like...
No.
They didn't do
It's like, okay, so actually, I worked with a girl that he used to date. I mean, but they was like, they dated in like middle school. So it was one of those dates like, yeah, I ain't really dating, but y'all dated. You know,
right.
It's like, I didn't really date, but y'all dated. And we were cool. Like, I still, like, she'll still comment on my page. I'll comment on her page. Like, we're cool. So it's not against them. It's just the fact that, like, so I don't think I feel some type of way
thought about it, though?
What?
Like, would he still go back to a white woman?
No. The times that we've broken up and been separated, he's been with black girls or Hispanic girls, but black or Hispanic. And I feel like that's a whole nother thing. I don't get as frustrated as Hispanic women dating black men that I do than white people dating, or white girl dating black men.
Oh, you don't like Hispanics dating?
No, it's like it don't bother me as much.
Oh.
I mean,
if y'all both kind of used to a struggle.
Yeah, and
it's not like
that's my point. Like, y'all, we've come from the same. I don't even know that guy's name. That Chavez. I think he was the one that kind of led the Hispanics into whatever freedom. He worked hard, whatever. Y'all, we kind of come from the same struggle as being slaves or being put into slavery. I mean, some Hispanics are still fighting it now. They get paid, underpaid, more work. Like, they still struggle with that today. But the white community just don't have the same struggles as that.
I feel like the only thing that made, I guess, like, interracial dating between, like, black men and white women, like, kind of a main thing for so long was just because of, like, I mean, here's the thing. White women aren't easier. You know, I'm not going to
no.
like, you know,
I used to think that was why.
To impress a black woman, though, is harder. To impress a black woman, because here's the thing. It really does not matter where that woman is in life. If she, you know, grew up and was spoiled, you know, she's going to expect this, expect that, you know, and that's just her expectations out of you.
But, okay, does that mean that I
but
feel like...
white women love the idea of being with a black man.
No,
a lot of white...
They like the idea of having mixed kids until their kids are mixed. And then they don't realize that they're black. And then they're like, oh, I gotta do their hair. Their hair not like my hair. Oh, this is this and this is that. This is different. This is that. Why are they more in tune with their black side than their white side? Why are they into... You cannot tell me that it's not question.
So we're seeing white women talking about their baby daddy not being there. And it's like, look at this nigga. What you expect, bro?
So it's just like, to me, it's like...
Well, I mean, yeah.
it's weird. It's a weird thing.
I would definitely say for black men, it's very hard trying to, and it's not even a matter of impressing a black woman. It's like showing her, all right, I got you. You know what I'm saying? With white women, you could be a full fucking train wreck, and you know they could either not know, or they they don't have to like rely on you as this source of okay, this is gonna be the money maker.
Okay, why? Because usually their dads or they have long money, meaning long money as history wise, like
well, shoot,
they inherited this and then they'll inherit this and then you ain't gotta worry about nothing.
Well,
but black women are like, I can say this because I feel like black women, I do this, so I feel like I can say this. So black women push black men to be more, and sometimes black men are not ready for that. They don't see it in themselves, yet the black woman sees it in them. And then they push them to be more when really they're pushing them away, when they're really just trying to push them to their full potential.
So the past 2 exes that I've had were, well, one was mixed. So I dated, 1.5 black women in my lifetime. They both did kind of try to push me to do more, which I rebelled against. I rebelled against doing more, but...
You rebelled against them because you felt like they were trying to tell you what to do.
Yeah, well, I mean, all right, both of them were pieces of shit, but still,
let's not, right? Let's not overshadow that.
But no, I mean, like, I will say this much: my downfall as a man, not even just being a black man, just as a man, is not doing more. You know, I'll think about it all the time, man. If I would have did this different, then I probably could have been at this level, or just whatever. As a black man, it's harder because the longer you wait, you don't realize how much of a setback you're putting on yourself. It's not as easy as a white man. It's not as easy as, whoever else. You almost come with this sense of being a liability. Does that make sense? It's kind of like, all right, well, if I show up late, he's showing up on black people's time.
Yeah.
And yes, everybody jokes around about that, which it is true. Black people do show up late as a bitch. But at the same time, it's just like, all right, I can go without like the typical stereotypes of
I just feel like let me pose this. Okay, so I was dating this guy. One of the people that I really didn't give up on until I met Chris. Like, we all know who it is. So I pushed. Want more for him.
I know like very little about your dating life.
I feel like you know this person. I just feel like that this is...
I mean, I'm not saying I don't know the person.
Okay, anyway.
I just probably never knew that y'all talked or dated.
Okay, so anyway, very like push that. Like, oh, I just want the best. Like, oh, I don't want you to smoke. I don't want you to do this. I don't want you to do this. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. And I was very aggressive to that, but it was to the point that I wanted better for him, not better for myself. And
but you become aggressive because you... care so much, and you see them keep doing the same shit.
Yeah, and it didn't work out. Okay, right. Granted, it didn't work out, obviously, but it was a time that he came back to me and was like, "Listen, like, I didn't see it then, but now that like we not together, whatever. We still speak cordial, whatever. But I thank you for that because you may be seeing something in me that I didn't see at that time." And even though we didn't work out, like, I'm appreciative of that part of my life.
I'm not apologizing to any of my exes for shit because they want shit.
But I'm not saying that. I'm saying that.
I'll talk about on
regardless of whatever.
Now, I'm pretty sure that you was a better woman than what my exes were.
But what I'm saying is, regardless of whatever happened, that person pushed you to be better. Whether you regret the relationship or not, that person pushed you to be better. As a black woman, because we see... that's just our nature. And then we come off as aggressive. Oh, black women are too mean. Black women got too much mouth.
A lot of men push back against women because maybe, what else are you, like, saying to this man? Like, I'll say this much, alright? I was getting motivated. However, I was also feeling like shit because of either how I was getting treated, how I was getting talked to, or just, what wasn't happening in general,
I think I fall in that aspect. I feel like I mean well in what I say, but sometimes my delivery is...
Well, no, I'm not talking about
good.
when you're... like, if you have to tell me that I'm not doing shit with my life and, like, you got to be mean about it, but you're still telling me something that I need to hear, okay, that's cool.
But that's not everybody.
It's not everybody, but when that comes out, but okay, just the other day it was all insults and it was all, talking down to me and whatnot. I don't want to hear that now.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of like, one, I'm already over you. Yeah, I'm already over you and the whole like situation. So trying to like uplift me ain't gonna, that ain't gonna fix it. But
I think we as black women also get frustrated with black men. Not just, it's vice versa for sure, but I don't know. It's just different. We
y'all
just
get frustrated at us over anything. Anything. Dude, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I see, like, here's the thing. I've never cheated, did anything, stupid on my end, ever. I literally had this one black girl who I was kind of trying to like spin the block, so I knew it was some little animosity, just like, that's what you wanted instead of, you know how that goes. So,
what y'all talking about? It's freezing in here. Why you didn't get a heater?
no, it's not.
You ain't cold, George.
If you don't go back upstairs so I can finish this podcast. Yours
Hey,
is
what
next.
happened? What's all this leaking?
I seen that. It's probably because it rained. You think? It was a storm earlier. My lights was out.
I know, but this basement ain't supposed to be leaking. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
What in the world? Oh, gosh. Always Tooth got paid.
I done lost complete track of thought.
I don't know. You kind of stopped for a long time.
No, because I heard her coming down the stairs. I heard it when she opened the door.
You said you were dating this black girl.
So yeah, all right. Going back to that. All right, I was dating this. All right, well, two stories. So I was dating this white or light skinned girl in Roanoke, and she would like kind of encourage me to do better, but just her as a person was just like a piece of shit. I'm sorry, and I tried to spin the block, and
It was some animosity.
it was some animosity, you know what I'm saying? But like, she brought up like me in the relationship that we was in before, and I was just like, yo, first of all,
Okay, hold on. That don't just disappear now.
no, that does. But here's the thing, I didn't do it again. The reason why we broke up was because like I started hearing that she was trying to like meet up with her ex, in which eventually she did, yes.
Oh.
But I had broken up with her. I had dodged the bullet.
I think he told us the story. I don't know. I just feel like, but you said we get mad over everything.
Yeah.
You could do something and we just get mad.
But like, okay, here's the thing. She of course wanted to hear about me and this past ex, and just from that she veers off into oh well, yeah, when we were dating you were like this, and I'm just like, yo, first of all,
I don't know. I feel like that's good. I mean, before
but
me and my.
it wasn't a good comparison because like there was a reason why I acted the way that I did to.
Sure, I feel that.
Like I heard that you were going to meet your ex, which you were going to do, but you told me that you were going somewhere else, and I just broke up with you before you went. Okay, tried to spin the block on this other one. She just straight up like went into nah, y'all ain't shit, like because she of course wanted to hear how me and dumbass broke up, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like, nah, you probably did something, you ain't shit. Like I was just like, bro, what in the hell is going on right now? I had to go the first couple of weeks to just trying to spin the block to see where I landed at. Which will always be harder for men than it is for women. To spin the block. Because like, first of all, you gotta find the right, you have to find the right one that, alright, we didn't leave off terrible, Maybe they might, but I had to like add a lot of women back on Facebook who, you know, of course you get the, you know, oh, I didn't even know that we weren't friends no more. I'm just like, God damn, let me go ahead and stop messaging her now because I can already tell where the hell this is going. But anyways.
I think it's just harder. It's, for me, it's so hard for me to let go of past. Even if, like, let's say you try to spin the block again. Like, it would...
I think most of my problem, though, was, like, I would never tell a woman, like, oh, you know, I'm not going to, like, sit here and gaslight you, like, oh, we're going to get together, yada, yada, yada. But, like, I mean, if I'm flirting with you, then, you know what I'm saying, we going back and forth. I'm not about to sit here and not call you...
I've harmlessly flirted. This dude tried to spin the block again with me. And I'm going to say I let him on, but I kind of sort of let him on. But I didn't care because he had cheated on me. So it was like, I'm getting you back.
Damn, that's
I'm such a spiteful person. And I can admit that. I'm not, it's not right of me, but I am. If you hurt me, I'm going to hurt you 10 times worse. Or I'm going to make you feel dumb. No. That's just me. I don't know why.
I mean, here's my thing. Have I ever had anyone try to spin the block? A couple times. I've done it out of like comfort, you know, like that.
We don't have to go through the what's your favorite color stage.
Yeah, it's just like, bro, it's not like I'm meeting somebody new, and half the time, like, I'm not hitting you up to get into a fucking relationship, because I either know that you ain't shit, or I just, you know that, like, oh, there's no way this girl. But sometimes there have been moments where I've tried to spin the block on a female that I was talking to right before the person that I actually got with. Which that's very, you know, humbling as a man, because she's gonna let you hear it. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't nothing you can do about it. You know, you hit her up. So, you know, you better, you know, take it as is, unless you want screenshots in which I'm pretty sure I've been in hella people's screenshots. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna keep shooting my shot.
Free.
But
yeah, I don't know. It is hard. It's hard for black men, but it is also it's just hard. It's just hard to see. Back to the whole white versus Hispanic versus black. It's just hard to see getting
what we were talking about. It's harder trying to spin the block after you mess with a white woman. So you may as well, like, bro.
I can see it.
You may as well, bro. After, to a black woman,
I can see
they
it.
don't give a fuck.
That's like messing with a man.
That's hell no.
No.
Hell no.
I'm saying it is.
Woo.
I'm saying for a woman, it's like, I mean, for a black woman, it's like messing with a man. It's like you mess with a man, you mess with a white woman.
It's like, all right, I understand you get talked about. You get talked about.
You'll get that same grilling.
But no.
That's what
don't put that on my black things, you know what I'm saying? But no, for real, it really is.
Saying it as an analogy.
That shit is so hard. Trying to spin the block after messing with a white woman. First of all, white women, they really don't give a fuck. They really don't. Like, after y'all over with, you may as well go on somewhere else, because she probably already got, you know, whatever she needs wherever she is. There's been a couple black women who, you know what I'm saying, like, after we even stopped talking, I hadn't seen their downfall, and I was kind of just like, you know what I'm saying, evil laugh, but white women, look, they block you, they forget about you completely. A week later, they with a country motherfucker, and he got money, he probably about to invest into his own daddy's business, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's facts, though.
Motherfucker, you working at Dollar General? Hell no. So my motherfucker got his own farm.
That is so true.
And then you just stuck here trying to, like,
that's hilarious.
Get over the shit. But, like, alright, black women, they don't accept that shit. I can't tell you how many black women I've talked to that will either go back in, you know, because I got prom pictures, or, you know, black women that I mess with who've seen me in relationships with, you know, white women, and it's just like, oh, I thought you only like white girls.
It's funny,
bro. You act like I walk around with a shirt on that says I love white women. You act like I walk around with
no, but see, that's the thing. Like,
I love white women.
That's the same thing with me and Chris. That was the same thing with me and Chris.
You said something to him about that?
Yeah, he went to prom with a white girl. The girl he used to date.
But like, did you say something like, "Oh, I thought you was only into white girls," type of?
I don't think I said technically that, but I'm like,
Like, why bring it up? What did she do to you? You know,
right? That's like, he be like, babe, we know each other, like whatever. I'm just like,
bro,
that's your girl. Like, if we see white people that he dated out in public, like, that's your girl, ain't it?
That's wild. You can't be doing that. Because, alright,
I do it. But it's not just to white women. I do it to any girl. If we see a girl out in public that me and him, or he dated, or that I be like, that's your girl, ain't it?
Fuck that. I have gotten broken up with over a girl that I didn't even know.
No, that's weird about
Yeah, very weird. But, alright, I guess we done talking all that black on white stuff.
No, it's not. It's just, I don't know. It's just, I feel like it's just a certain trauma. I'm not saying I'm against white people dating black people. I think it's just hard to feel like that you're the second choice all the time.
Have you ever had
You're the
black
second
man
choice between a white woman, and you're the second choice between you and a Hispanic lady. They gonna date the Hispanic because of the stereotypes.
Look, all right,
that shit free.
No, it's not even that. I dated a Puerto Rican in college. When I tell you, she low-key held me down, and it was a lot of just like, and maybe that's where I like learned my level of like respect from, you know, like as far as like what a woman should do, say, you know, whatever. Well, not do, but you get what I mean. And even then, she ended up turning crazy. You know, it was kind of just like, all right, you know, we should have been done with it, but you know, just kept trying to make it. You said why? Because when she was down, she was down. And with white women, they don't care about that. Black women, it's like you got a limited amount of time. You really do.
That's fine.
You really do.
Okay, so I'm seeing the man perspective and I'm seeing the woman's perspective. And you got it down to a T. You really do.
With black women, you really have a certain amount of time.
To get your shit together.
Because black women know that they have options. But they... You know what I'm saying? Like sticking with you because, all right, this is who I want. This is, you know what I'm saying?
But if you don't have this done by this, then
white women, they gonna go after the next. You know what I'm saying? Jigaboo, jigaboo. But nah, Hispanics though, they will like hold you down until something happens where like you would actually have to like leave that Hispanic, unless I'm pretty sure like I guess, you know, somebody else that's better comes along, but. They don't go out like searching for the shit, and they don't like black women. They know, you know what I'm saying, who I could mess with, even after this relationship. You gotta think like, all right, you know what your best thirst trap picture is, right? You know what your best thirst trap. So like, all right, say if you post that, you know niggas is dogs. These niggas who've been waiting for the longest time, been probably clicking on your profile just trying to see, you know what I'm saying, what's their relationship status. I mean, I'm sorry, it's a lot different when it comes to like men and women in that situation.
I get it.
But
I get it.
Based on woman, and this has nothing. Well, I know we've been like comparing it just by like different.
No, I mean I think this is good. Even though like we've been going off of like we've been going on tangents. I think it's good to know the black man's perspective and the black woman's perspective on dating outside your race. I think it's good to know both sides. So I'm okay.
A lot of black women are very impatient when it comes to black men. Now, that's facts. Any other race, you don't have to be impatient. It's kind of just like you just happy for the moment.
No, because really if a black woman finds a black man that they're invested in, they want the whole shebang.
Right, but here's the thing.
They want the marriage, they want the ring, they want the baby.
But if you don't already have it,
they want the job, they want you to be successful.
Exactly, but if you don't already have it, then all right, it's time to start picking it up and getting it together. Yeah, facts. But not all black women go into that with the same level of respect, which is why a lot of black men tend to date white women or just women of any other race because you're having to kind of figure out a different type of, not even culture, you know what I'm saying, but a different type of like a different type of way of life. You know, like white women that I've dated come from money. And
my boy.
When I met their dads, it was like, all right, you meeting somebody who, you got this one time to impress. You know what I'm saying? Like the typical stereotype with a lot of black men meeting the white girl's dad is just like, all right, don't act like a nigga.
Yeah. Yeah.
What does that mean? What does that?
That means like, don't be yourself. Wear a collar polo shirt with some hoochie ditty shorts and some Birkenstocks.
You know what is wild? I have noticed myself in the past, like, especially like when I'm talking to white women, depends on how good they look. My text will be so proper. My text will be so proper. It'll have commas. It'll have all kinds of punctuations.
But with black women, you like, it's not the same.
I text the way that you text. That's always been my thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna naturally, make sense with what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But like, if you say like,
IMMA.
Well, not even that. But if you like either being short, or you like saying a whole bunch of stuff just like abbreviated, or you know what I'm saying. One, good luck, keeping my attention. Aside from that though, it's like I'm just gonna start sending you like not one word responses, but like everything's gonna be like very bland after that.
Well, you can't. First of all, that is not a good way.
What?
Because honestly, I'm a horrible texter. Chris will tell you, I suck at text. I will text him K. I'll text him WYD. I will text him whatever.
Oh, WYD or yeah, saying what you're doing. I don't care.
No. But I'm saying I will text him very short. But when we're face to face, I'll have we'll talk, like have the best time and talk and laugh and joke. But I literally hate texting, so I feel like that's not a good way to find somebody, because some people might hate texting, and we got a freaking life now. It's not like we 18 and texting. We 25 and texting. We working. We working. You what you say? Nuh-uh. Let me pull it up.
I was about to go out with this one female a couple weeks ago, who I probably shouldn't have, and I'll get into that right after this. But yeah, like she was just very boring texting wise, and it was just like.
Hold on, pause. This is what Tyreek said one day ago, yesterday. He said, I don't know why, but he reshared this post. I don't know why, but texting back just be so hard. It ain't y'all, it's my attention for it. And he put, nah, but for real though, how am I supposed to maintain 2 jobs and 3 different side hustles if I'm texting back all the time?
You got one job.
Exactly. My job.
You got
one
job.
2 jobs.
You got 1 job and a man. I have 5 jobs and prospects. All right.
It's not the same though. It's like you just send a whole little short message. You can't base nobody's text off of if they're interested or not, or if they're interesting or not.
Let me ask you this: could you talk to someone seriously that you would be Eskimo sisters with, one of your friends?
No. I've never talked to one of my friends' boyfriends, ever.
Not boyfriends, just someone that they've messed with. Never.
Never have I once.
Well, that mean, alright. I don't know, bro code is a little bit different.
I mean, not that I know of. Now, I'm going to put that out there. Not that I know of. I have never.
Right. Bro code is like weird though, just because like you get some guys who was just like, oh yeah, go after it. That shit was easy.
Yeah, but you still have to ask. If you don't ask, it's still going to be this shit.
Oh yeah, facts. Yeah. I was just asking.
No, with girls it's like, nah. It's just a no.
But you know that you're gonna get shit talked.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I got friends though who are still best friends, and they are Eskimo sisters. Ooh, a lot of guys. Well, not a lot of guys, but like several guys.
I'm not saying we best friends. Like I have spoken to some people that like me and Chris, I don't know if he had sex with that girl. Let's be real. I don't really know. I have never really asked because I don't want to know. So I feel like you shouldn't ask stuff you don't want to know. But me and her cool. I mean, like I said, we still comment each other's pictures and stuff like that. I mean, this one girl, I'll speak to her. I know she did some grimy stuff to me when I was messing with her ex. And she was whatever. But I'll speak to her. Mm. But I ain't about to be buddy-buddy with none of them.
I don't know. I just don't understand. Like, women think that they're doing something by, like, trying to get back at, their ex, or trying to get at the woman that their ex is messing with by doing something grimy.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
She would, oh my gosh, I went through hell. She would wear his jersey. They were not dating, but she still had his jersey. And we were we were all in high school, and she would wear his jersey on game day, and it would make me very upset because she wasn't dating him.
That's so wild though.
And he would be like, well, I told her to take it off. I've been begging her to take it off all day. Like, I can't take it off of her. Like, I've been begging her to take it off. She won't take it off. And I'm just like, he's like, she done had this since blah, 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 blah. Like, we're not even together. And she would not take it off. She wore it. And made me feel like, and he with me walking down this hallway, but she got his stuff on, making me look stupid.
So, yeah, I was about to say, you ain't got his jersey on. Yeah, I would have, if I was, like, here's the thing. I couldn't be a woman. More so for the fact that I could not go through pregnancy or, you know what I'm saying? Just, yeah, I mean, just the stuff that y'all have to go through. I mean, you tell me once a month, I mandatory have to feel like shit for a week, you know, and just bleed out of my...
I tell Chris all the time, I'm like, you don't understand. I was like, I feel
that's like an extra bill. That's like an extra bill. You're just waiting on it.
Yep. I feel the glob of blood come out of my vagina.
And that is wild.
I tell him that. I said, I feel it. So you can't tell me that you feel this way. You sick, you this. I deal with cramps that I have to curl up and lay on the cold floor to get over. And I still have to go to work. And I still have to be nice. And I still have to do this. And I still have to come home and cook and clean. No.
And then if it's late, then you start getting worried. Almost like a bill.
Yeah.
If it's late, you start getting...
Mine was 3 weeks late this month.
Hey, look, just please wait till after the marriage. Alright.
That's what I'm trying. But listen.
Man.
3 weeks.
Look.
3 weeks. I was freaking out. And you know, if you freak out, it could push you back longer. I was freaking out. And it was 3 weeks late.
It's hard to do with one of my friends be having sex. You ever see the post and be like, when your teacher shows up to school pregnant and you realize she been having sex? It was like a little kid and it was like standing still. Nah, that is wild as fuck though. But you ready to be done with this?
Yep.
Yeah.